Hello Flosstube, this is Bridges Get Stitches. My name is Tasha and I am here to do a WIP parade. I don't know how long it's going to be. It's going to be in segments because I can't haul everything from the office into the craft room. And the setup in there is just already so perfect that I'm not going to mess with it. So I'll be bringing in batches. I have a few of my larger ones here that don't have bags they're in here because they're waiting for me to sew and make bags. So I'm going to go through those and then I'll get the next set and we'll just see how this goes. So fun times. All right, so let me start with my framed like scroll ones first. Do you just know when I'm filming? Is it just like you're just attracted to the video? You just want people to see you on video? Dwight is here to say hi. Hi, I'm gonna do a video, okay? Yeah, alrighty. So the first one I have is my rainbow fairy, and she is upside down. This is my rainbow fairy from WIP. One of two printed kits that I've got. As you can see here, you've got her face here, her wings coming in, her arm, and I'm stitching right there in the middle, and this is one of my focus pieces for 2026. So it's not my main one, but I've got 6 of them, which if you didn't catch my like overview of plans, feel free to go back to that, but I'm also going to be doing like a bigger plans video coming up soon. I told you, he's attracted to I don't get it. I really don't get it, Dwight. You were sleeping peacefully in the other room. Yep, you sure were. Next one I have is my, I guess I didn't say the rainbow fairy is 20 count. So, and it's printed fabric, obviously. So then this is my woman in a field of flowers. That's my hair. Yep, that's my hair. Thank you. Okay. He's found a new perch. This is Woman in a Field of Flowers 3 by Ida Rosa, charted by Stitches So Beautiful, and I don't know what percent I'm at on this one. I guess I probably should have written all those down, but oh well, this is where I'm at. And this is also a full coverage focus piece for 2026, and this one is 1/1 full cross on a 28 count, I believe. Oh, you're going to be trouble. You are going to be big trouble. This next piece is Wizard of Oz by Haid. It's artwork is by Scott Gustafson, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And this is where I'm at, just up there in the corner. This is my #1 focus piece for 2026. So my goal is 75%. My stretch goal is to finish it. We shall see. This one is 1/1 full cross, also on a 28 count. You can see Dwight in like behind the screen or the artwork. Oh my gosh. Ugh. All right, next up, you're gonna have to move when I bring in the next set. You know that? You can't just chill there the entire time because I need that space. The next one that I have is Fairy Iridescence, and I am doing this one with a friend of mine, Melissa. She is Melissa Makes on Flosstube, probably on Instagram as well. I'm so excited to get to go have lunch with her tomorrow, so we'll get to catch up. I started in the lower left-hand corner. This is a 28 count Monaco by Mystic Fabrics called Atypical, and I've got a bunch of her sash going on down there. This is a non-full coverage focus for 2026. So I'm hoping to get quite a bit more work done on that one. Mostly because I'm doing it with a friend. Like I want to see progress on the pieces that I said, hey, let's do this together. Which is also the reason why this next piece is a focus, because I'm stitching this one. So this is Portrait of Lady M, and this one I am stitching with Levi from Oh Stitch Happens. This is on a 30 count cappuccino. Stop it. No. From Jackson Fabric Arts. Fold this up so you can see. And my little measly start, you can see how curly this floss is. That's because I had to take it back out. Yeah, and then I put it in timeout and I haven't touched it since. Bad me. I want to make progress on this one next year, so this is my second non-full coverage focus piece. All right. This one, the next one, and none of these are in order, guys. I'm sorry. Dwight, buddy, later. I'm busy. This is in a book, Traditional Samplers by Brenda Keyes. I picked up this book when I saw it on Megan the Seattle Stitchers page, and just had to dive right in. And so I am stitching the Hannah Richards sampler from this book. I want to stitch like everything in this book, but this is the one I'm starting with. And this looks like it's a 20 count or 22 count. Actually, I think this one's a 22 count. And this is my itty bitty measly little start. So this one needs some work. You'll find that's a theme for me. Buddy, you have got to get down. There was, not last year, but the year before, the 12 by 12, I started 12 digital and 12 paper patterns because I was a little crazy and yeah, didn't keep up with it. So next one is Robin by Carolyn Manning Designs, and I picked this one just because I really wanted some of that brown in. I needed something that was like a good fallish piece to put up, and I tea-dyed this 40 count linen, and cats have been in there. And of course, the tiniest start ever, so I need to pull this one back out and actually make some work on it, actually get it to what I would imagine to be a start, which is like 200 stitches, because that ain't even close. Not even close. But I mean, it's pretty. I want to work on it eventually. I just haven't yet. Next one I've got is the Tiny Modernist Stitch Along Ocean Pearl. I think I got this one off of Freebie Table. Oh no, I got part 3 off of Freebie Table, and then I had to buy parts 1 and 2. And I just picked up this mystery fabric that I had and started that little leaf over there. This was a 12 by 12 itty bitty start from that year. That's a theme. You'll see that the ones that have the smallest starts are those ones that I started that year. Let's see. And then I've got this 3D kit that I was given as a present some year. And this is other stamped kit. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out stamped kits. And so all I've done is a little bit of black on this leaf. That's it. So I feel like after doing a Wadabiz stamped kit, which is a lot more organized and easier to use, I feel like I've got a better grasp. So I'm going to try to pull this out again and see if I can get working on it. None of these are priorities. None of these are the close to a finish ones. If I have one of those, I'll point it out, but there's none at the moment. Then I have the Winterly sampler. That's my working copy in there. The Winterly sampler by Robin Pickens. My mom got me this for Christmas last year, and I decided to do it itty bitty because that's what I do. So I pulled out this piece of 32 count, and I'm doing it 1/1 full cross 32 count. And look how itty bitty it is. It's like my face is bigger than that. It's gonna be so cute though. I'm excited. So I got a bunch of the frame in. This is one I took with me to work because it's when I was like flying down to Florida. It's just easy travel stitch to work on. I'm gonna have to kick him out when I get my next batch because he's like standing on my hair. So I can't move my head. Oh, that's better over there, buddy. Oh, here's the picture of Portrait of Lady M. I just had it in a different spot. And then what are you? Oh, so this is the Emerald City by Al Force Embroidery. I started this with Jen Stitchy Corner. she did a whole stitch along or whatever. And this is the one that I went like buku crazy on and decided, let's interface some Aida onto the back of a, it's like a nylon, onto the back of like a nylon rainbow fabric. And you know what? Just for kicks, let's add some tulle on top so you get the shimmer. It is turning out so pretty, but it's difficult to work on. Yeah. This is like my first real foray into like multimedia stitching, if that makes sense. And so I want to continue doing it. Like I want to start using ribbon and like tulle and like just a bunch of like other like embroidery techniques and even like some felting and stuff, and throw that in there as well. So I don't know, we'll see what I get up to in the next year or so, along with all of my other thousands of plans. So yeah, so that's how that one's looking right now. And that is this first batch that I have in here. So let me go get another batch and kick him out. Okay, so Dwight has been banned from the room. So he won't mess with me anymore. And I've got my first batch up here. So there's going to be zippers. All right, in this funky bag from Hobby Lobby, I think, is my folk art moth. I got my working copy printed off from the magazine. This was in Just Cross Stitch. This was this past year. If you want to know what edition or month or whatever, I can probably look it up. I think I've got it in Notion. I just don't have Notion up right now. And this is looks like a hardanger. I'm gonna guess, looks like 32 count hardanger. And this is my progress. And I pulled this out when I first started it, and I just went like gangbusters and couldn't put it down. And then the minute my eyes were off of it, of course, then something else shiny and new. But I love the colors. It's so pretty. Actually, I think this might be Valentine's based on the colors, the like February one. So, yep. This one, I've got different milestones and stuff on it. I feel like, pardon me, if I were to pull this out and just like have at it, I could probably have it done in like 2 days. So I think this might go in my like to finish pile. Like I'm gonna have a wheel of ones that are close to finish based on size and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in my to finish pile. This one is definitely going to be a finish. This one is in my Christmas bag that I made. I guess I can show you the back, and then there's the inside there. This is Forevermore, and I'm sorry, this is my like colored front so you can see what colors I'm doing it in, because I already gave the pattern away to somebody else. I have my working copy, and that's all I'm using. So Forevermore by Long Dog, and this one I'm doing 1/1 on 32 count with Vicky Clayton silks. And this is where I'm at. It's going to be itty bitty. This is for our anniversary, our 10-year anniversary is coming up. So this one is going to be like priority before May, because I want it done. I guess I can move the needle minder out of the way so you can actually see what the thing looks like. That might be helpful. A needle minder I got in a smalls exchange with Fandom Stitching, which was really cool. So yeah, that one I want to say, I mean, it looks like it's like 50% done. Maybe like 40. So yes, this is a priority finish for the start of the new year. Actually, do I want to just work on? No, I have too many other things that I'm doing. I need to finish an ATC swap and a couple smalls exchanges for my syndicate. So we will put it in the priority finish for next year. All right, this is Elizabeth Scora by My Sister Samplers, and this one is in a bag that Levi made for me. He is also doing this with me, so that's awesome sauce. So this is Elizabeth Scora, and I think I stared at this thing like 4 or 5 times in the shop at StitchCon, and I wasn't gonna buy a pattern. I always have like a budget. I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a pattern. I don't need it. I have this and yada yada yada. But Fanny, she is just so sweet, and she was like, well, let me buy it for you, because I picked her up from the airport. And I was like, you don't have to buy me anything, because I picked you up from the airport. It was the middle of the night and raining. Nobody else, you weren't gonna get a taxi for under like $400 on that. So anyway, she bought me the pattern. It was very sweet of her. So I am doing this one. I'm doing a conversion on the Versoise, and it is on 40 Count Sparrow by Millennial Fabrics. And my small little start is right there in the middle, and it's mostly, the only reason it's small is because I'm still trying to like get all of the colors that I want. Like I'm still going through and making the conversions for those that I want, and I'm realizing that I love the pattern, but I don't necessarily love like the yellows and stuff, and so I might end up changing that. I'm not sure what to yet though. So I'm working what colors I have, and actually I should leave this out so that I can actually go onto 1 2 3 Stitch and order the ones that I need. So I'm gonna put this with those guys, because I feel like it's gonna be better to like piece it together. My hair is going crazy right now. To piece it together like as I stitch, which seems kind of weird, but just because it's a paper pattern, I want to be able to like fit the colors that I like while I'm stitching it, like to see it on the fabric. So I don't know, it works in my brain. So I'm gonna work with those 3 colors that I have now, and just kind of go from there, I guess. This was the first ever cross stitch bag that I made. Don't look close to the corners, they probably don't line up, but it holds a couple patterns. So it holds the stitches, no, not Stitches Through the Years. It's like Fashion Through the Years. It was by Elmhurst Library that did Stitch Along, and I've only got the border on it, so I'm not very far at all, but I wanted to get started on it. It's kind of a cute pattern with me like sewing and everything, and fashion, like older fashion, was really kind of a fun thing for me. Then I have the I Love You, I Know Star Wars duo by X Stitch Mania. And so this is the I Love You, and this is going to be I Know. So they'll be really quick stitches once I get them done. So I don't feel like it's, I mean, it's monochrome, but those are gifts for a friend that I plan to send him that he does not know that are coming. So yeah. And then I don't tend to print cover photos. I just print the working copies. So this is Nesta's Cauldron. Ooh, who's it by? Chocolate Fish Studios. And I'm pretty sure it goes like this. Oh no, that's a Y. Yeah, it's gonna say see you on the other side. So there's the top of the cauldron, and there's the C, and then this is gonna be you on the other side. And if you know ACOTAR, you know what it is. So saw this pattern, loved it, immediately purchased, and started that one up. So I feel like that one is also a quick finish, but it's not a priority. So we'll put it on the spin, but not as a absolutely must get done. There went 3 of them. Okay. Okay, what do we got in here? And this is my mint bag. I have a bunch of stitch alongs. I have Peppermint Purple from 2025 that I definitely did not keep up with, but I'm gonna do the middle in, it's all sparkly, all of it. So this was torture, but it looks good. And then this is gonna be pink, and then I'm gonna do blue and then purple on the outside. So It's gonna be fun. But I kind of stole the like metallic shiny idea from Erin over at the hiking stitcher. And so I need to catch up on it. And then the next one I've got is Steady Thread Blackwork from 2025. And again, this one I started on and then just put it to the side and other things showed up, and I'm not even close. So I've got all of them saved. I just need to get going on it. And this one is kind of like a pastel. So I've got the bolder colors are on the outside, and then I took a pastel version of the outside ones and like highlighted the different colors I wanted on like an outline, and I'm doing the pastel version of them on the weeks on the inside, because each circle is a week. And then the final stitch along in here that I did quite a bit on, but then took a break because of excessive back stitching. Sorry, Laura. I know you love back stitching. Laura from My Stitch Birds is like the back stitching guru, but this one did me in. So I stopped. So this is the Flower Sal from Cross Stitcher magazine. Either Cross Stitcher or World of Cross Stitching. I'm pretty sure it's Cross Stitcher. And I mean, I got a bunch of the different colors in, but then I went and I did the back stitching on September. Oh my goodness. So many little fiddly stitches like in this. I don't know if you can see, like in this little hovel thing around that guy, there are so many. I got to the point where I was like, I'm not following the pattern. I'm just going to stitch what looks good. I don't even care. And I did. And you know what? It turned out just fine. So yeah, that now that I'm giving myself free will on, or free reign on back stitching, and like don't follow the pattern if you don't think it's absolutely necessary, I might be able to get back to that one. So these ones are not gonna go on my priority finish list. They're just, they'll go when they go. Let me pick these up since they kind of jumped to the head of the line. All right, this one, it's my Harry Potter bag. Pattern's in the front there, so I'm not showing you that long. Is Treasure Island. This is my top non-full coverage focus for next year. And this is the one that I coffee dyed the fabric, but I like burnt coffee dyed the fabric, so I used instant coffee and let it sit out there, and then I put it in the oven and baked it. And I've got parts 1 and 2 and potentially 3 done. I don't actually remember. But the border's all the way around, and so I just gotta start filling in the parts. And I started like outlining all of the people and doing the yellow that goes in there, the 3865 I think it was. And yeah, so this is gonna be a focus for next year, because I would like to see this one done. Focus, but not a priority, if that makes sense. Like my number one top one is the Wizard of Oz. Like that one needs to be done, or like moving itself along next year. Okay, and then I've got Americana by Rather Be Stitchin'. Did I show? Yeah, well, oh well. This I got off the freebie table. This was also a 12 by 12. That's it. A little curly Q on the A. Oh, yes. And I'm not even, like, I don't even care about putting those in, like, a routine to, like, touch everything. Like, meh. I'll get there when I get there. This next piece is on, that was just a random piece of fabric. I want to say it looks like it's maybe a 20 count or a 22 count, like Hardanger. And then this is on 18 count Ada, a gold Ada. This is the Stitchonomy Halloween Sal from last year. And the only reason I didn't finish this was because we did all of the little itty bitty motifs and I was on schedule, and then the final release came out and it was fill in this, fill in this, fill in here, 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 fill in all of these, fill in all of this, oh this, and this, oh, and the door. And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna wait. So it's gonna wait. Oh man. This is all my like Stitchonomy stuff. The next one is the fall banner sal from Stitchonomy, and I got 2 little rows. This is the one that's done 1/2 on 64 count fabric. I only know it's 64 count because I went and counted it, but it's like a fat quarter of just cotton basically. And I did the same fabric just in purple for the summer band sampler, which means of course I need to do the spring and winter one in the same style. I just gotta pick colors for it. I don't know what those are yet, so we shall see. So those are those 2. What else is in here? Oh, and then I also have the Stitchonomy winter sal, which was not the winter band sampler sal. Stitchonomy does a lot of sals. And so that's this one here. I'm not made it very far. I have a starting problem, as I'm sure some of you can understand. And then the final one in this bag is on a 18 count, and it is the Wings of Autumn. Is that right? The Wings of Autumn? No, I think it's just the Autumn Sal. Yeah, because this is a hedgehog and a little butterfly by Velvet Pony. And that's as far as I got. But it's fine. It's just other shiny things showed up. So none of these are on like finish priority. I went through each of my pieces and created like milestones for each one, so I at least have like steps in motion towards finishing them, but I'm not planning to just put them on like for a finish. Like it's going to be like focus on a milestone. I'm going to throw it into the milestone manner thing. Plans is later. This isn't plans. This next one, you've all seen it, is Nature's Journey by Sprouting Lupine. And I started it on this piece of green fabric that I had dyed, and I really like it, but I don't think I have enough fabric. Like, I think if I had started closer up, I would have, and I don't really want to frog all of that. So I had a random idea to try to stitch it on a different piece of fabric, but there's also a part of me that kind of just wants to restart it. Like maybe finish this branch, because the branch is really kind of cool. So just like finish out the branch through the end of summer, because this was summer, right? Yeah. And then I have this random idea for like a 3D effect of it, and I don't want to like give it away in case it like totally fails. So yeah, at the moment I'm indecisive. We shall see. I will keep you posted on that one, but that's where I'm at. I love the color of that green. Like it just turned out so well for this fabric, and the pink looks really good on it. So I don't want to like completely nix it because it's party. All right, this is one of my favorite bags that I've made. This on the outside and that on the inside, like it just goes so well together. And this is This Joyous Season by Plum Street, and it is on a 32 count hazelnut by X2 Design. Is that right? And I'm doing 1/2 on it. And this one is so stinking close to being done. Like I just have the trees on this side and the snow at the bottom. Everything else is done. Like, so I've got over here and over here. So, this one is going to go on my focus towards finishing, I think, because I think I should be able to crack this thing out. It was on my year of WIPs this year, and I just didn't touch it. So that goes in the to finish pile. And then in this bag that I got from Marjorie at StitchCon, is my 12 months. What is in there? Oh, yeah. My seam ripper from my husband, because this is 12 months by Al Forest Embroidery. And January looks great, doesn't it? Yeah. But when you get the whole shebang out, I started on the frame and I came down here and I did the frame wrong. I'm off by 1 stitch on this entire box. So this entire box has to come out because it doesn't match right here, which means the entire set is going to be off on the bottom. And I'm way too OCD for that. So it has to come out. And I haven't gotten the gumption up to do it yet. So putting the seam ripper in the bag was my first step to accepting the inevitable. So my next step on that one is to seam rip the entire bottom September box. Once I do that, I will feel better about it. But it's the act of like getting in there and doing it is just so overwhelming right now. So that has been on hold, in limbo, whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. I have From the Heart Needle Art. This is January Quaker. I won this in a giveaway from Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She does stuff. Or wait, is that actually it? Jessie Marie Does Stuff? Stitches Stuff? I don't know. Jessie Marie. I'm like having a brain day. She did a giveaway and I won these sets of patterns, and as she stitches them, she's going to send them to me. So this is a 32 count Lugana Vanilla Cream by Atomic Ranch, and this was also a 12 by 12 start. But I'm debating if I'm going to get the same fabric for all of them or switch it up. So it'll depend on what the rest of them look like, but it's turning out really good on this fabric. So wait, why did I throw that down there? It goes in this bag. Gooey. And then the next one I've got is, oh, sorry. Stop moving, phone. Don't make the people dizzy. This is Love Wins by Zara Designs. And this was started as part of a Pride event with Phantom Stitching. And I ice dyed this fabric. This is straight black that also dyed brown. It's really cool. I had a lot of fun with it, and it's a rainbow effect going on there. So I'll pull that one out again for the Pride event this year. It's a nice, enjoyable stitch, so I don't really want to rush through it. This next stitch is the Slytherin crest. I want to say it was by Uplift Designs, but if I'm wrong or can figure it out, I'll put it on there somewhere. But this is as far as I got on that. And this was, I started this, we had an event where you had to stitch on a snake for part of the Year of the Snake. Last year, 2025. So I got that started, the outline going on that one. I'm in so many events and stuff. I just have so many reasons for starting things. This one, I feel terrible about this one. So this one is called Remembrance, and I started this one as part of, it was Caroline Stitch Corner. She did a sunflower event to stitch on, and I like started it and then didn't get past the E, and I'm still not past this E, so it feels so like piddly, but I started it. Ugh. And then the next one I started is In the Garden, Sal, and this was out of a magazine, and I started this one, was it part of the 12 by 12? I think it was part of the 12 by 12, but I had like a bunch of extra time to work on this one for some reason. I don't know, because I finished the entire border, and then I just need to get all the little like itsy bitsy motifs inside. So this one is also going to go on my potential finish list. I'm gonna make a wheel to put them all on. Honestly, I wonder if this whole bag might just go in there. I don't know. We'll see. And then the next one is Rainy Day Magic by Flossie Fox Shop. and I'm so tempted to buy so many more patterns from their shop, but I haven't caved yet. And this is where I ended up on this one. That purple is looking so stinking good on the black, and so I need to get some more of this dragon in here. But a fun stitch. I just love the color and just vibrancy. It's just tons of fun. We'll sort later. Okay. Next up. All right, this one is the squished bird sow that I started with Amity and Aaron from the Hathaway Stitchers, and I started it to say I started it, and then I didn't get much farther. It's on a 40 count raw linen, and that's all I got. It's the Nature Sampler by Tinsel Crafts, I think it was, and that's it. Small, itty bitty. Then I've got, I don't mean to be rushing through these, but like there's not really much to say on the small itty bitty starts. This is Emma's Heart by Window Garden Designs. It's I got it off the freebie table at StitchCon, I believe. Yeah, another small 12 by 12 start on that one. Got the gold going in. This is a 20 count heart hanger, so it's interesting to stitch on with that sampler threads, and or it's interesting to stitch a sampler on the heart hanger. I don't know, it's just very squished together, the threads and stuff. This is Hello Halloween by Teresa Kogut. This is fabric that I dyed, but I dyed this before I found out that the width and length stitches are not the same. So I think I'm gonna restart on a piece of fabric that will actually look like cohesive, like in the same direction. And I'm debating doing Pirate Robin threads for it too, because I just love this piece and I want it to turn out perfect in my head. And so I think I'm gonna, and I don't have much of a start on it, so I think I will frog this, and then I'm gonna use this for smaller pieces. I'm gonna cut it up and throw it in. Well, I'm not gonna cut it up. I'm gonna use it for smaller like ornament cuts and stuff, because it's not as noticeable in smaller patterns. So is there a needle in this? I don't think so. I think I will just, I'm just gonna nix it right now. So it's over there, away, so I don't have to worry about that. So it's no longer a WIP, but it will be a WIP when I restart it. Okay, so then the next one is Springtime Blossom Sampler by Stitches Through the Years, and I got this probably my first year of cross stitching, and I loved it. It's gorgeous, the birds and the flowers, and but I just never got to it. So I started it on 12 by 12 and then put it away. It's on a 40 count linen. The colors are really pretty. I just have a lot going on. I have a lot of WIPs. So I'm trying to focus on some pieces and get them down, and that's one of the reasons why I'm doing the 4-year no buy with Pam from Just Keep Stitching. I saw that on her Facebook and Instagram and was like, you know what? Yes, I need to do that. Yes. So hopefully that will help to get through a bunch more patterns that I currently own. Okay, my hair is just like sticking like crazy to this. This is a bag that I made. I made a matching one for Laura over on I Stitch Birds. And this is holding, you saw it already, but the sewing kit, the sewing table kit by Riolis. And this thread is very interesting. It's all on kit fabrics and stuff, but this thread is very interesting to use because it's their, what is it, like, not floche, but it's like wool. So it's just, it's different for me. That's all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just different. And so that's as far as I got on the 12 by 12. Just a little line. So didn't really, I mean, like I said, there's not really much to talk about when I barely start the things. There's that. I'm gonna have these just like all over the floor, and then I'm going to like reorganize them later, and there went that one. Yeah, okay, and then this was my unicorn for the longest time, and I finally grabbed it. It's called Mother's Arms by Mirabilia, and I'm planning to change the baby in there is blue. Come on. And I'm planning to change it to pink for my daughter. But the only thing I have done on this is the outline, and this was a random scrap of fabric that I thought it would work well on. It's full coverage, so it doesn't really matter what the fabric is. Yeah, I think I'm at the other line. So like that's as wide as it's gonna be, and that's as tall as it's gonna be. So that one, this one is very much an enjoyable, like, let it come as it comes project for me. There are some projects that I don't really want to end. Like I'm not like on a priority to finish it because I'm really just enjoying the sentimentality of it. Like that one is for my daughter. So I'm not really in a rush. Okay, and then this one, see if I can find the pattern quickly or not. I did blow it up to make it easier to see. Where are you at? Ah, okay. This is, what's it called? Pumpkin Patch. It's by Twisted Willow Designs. There's the project. And it is in the 2023 Halloween Just Cross Stitch magazine. And I did print off and blow up a large print one for me. But here, I'm sorry, this was a finish for ages ago. But this is where I'm at on that one. This is a 22 count heart hanger, looks like. This is kind of how I do my working copies. So I have the pattern on the other side, and then this is like my key and everything that you can see, so I never lose it. Whoop, just got the tag in the zipper. That stinks. Ugh. And I just bumped you guys again. Sorry. Oh, there's a lot in this bag. I need to make more bags, but in the meantime, each one stores multiple projects. So the next one I've got is Emma Congdon's When Life Gives You Lemons, Make Lemonade. This is sitting at exactly where it was the last time when I started it for the 12 by 12. Maybe I did a lemon this year. I don't actually remember. I've got a couple Emma Congdon ones here that are from her book. And I think it was Becca Stitching or Rebecca Stitches or something. It was on Instagram. She mentioned that she had gotten the 2 books and was planning to do some stitching and stuff. And I said, well, maybe we should all, like everybody that's stitching on one of the things out of her book, just do a hashtag together. And she was asking for ideas for it. And I said, well, what about EC book Sal? So she's gonna start putting that on her, so whenever I pull mine out, I'll start doing that as well. Because here's a second one. Be not afraid of going slowly, only afraid of standing still, I think is what it is. And I have standing in. So that's about it. And the colors on these are just so great. I'm not changing any of the colors on them. Let me pull this one out because it's another Emma Congdon. Start each day with a grateful heart. And this is where I'm at on that one. I was really kind of focusing on the sash. And I think my first milestone on this is actually to finish this sash. So that's kind of cool. I keep the working copy with it. And then next up, I've got the Squirrel Stitch Along that Maloka Designs did. And I started this one because I saw Rachel from Lemonade Stitching's finish on the pink fabric. And I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. And so I dyed some blue and I went ahead and had my start as well. You can see a theme here. Like I'm heavily influenced by other people. I can't help it. Oh, man. And then this next one is the Cranky Cat Sampler by Crafty Yams. And I started this one because she offered it up free to people and I snagged it. And then I went and started it on a small piece of, like a piece of fabric that I was like, this has got to be too small. Like, and I had mislabeled all of my starts because I was doing the 12 by 12 and I started on the wrong size. So this is actually a restart, but that's where I'm at on that one. Got the grays going in. Okay. Next up is, I was on a hunt like 2 years ago or something for some monochromatic pieces, and I just wanted something that I could just like not even think about, just like stitch. Turns out you still have to think about monochromatic pieces. So this is ornamental carpet 439. I'm doing it in DMC 820. It's on a 40 count linen, and this is where I got, and I need to frog about from here on. Because what I didn't realize is this doesn't just keep going. There's like a break in the middle of the design. So that's why that one hasn't come back out again. But I love the color. Like, this is my favorite blue, is DMC 820. I have no clue. Oh, I was like looking for my phone. That's you guys. What time is it? 3:30. Okay, we're good. Plenty of time. I mean, not plenty of time. I gotta get my daughter in about an hour. So let's not make this more than an hour. Okay, so the next up is The English Garden by Country Cottage Needleworks. And this was also part of a 12 by 12 start. It's on a 40 count, raw linen, and that's where I'm at. Mostly border. Not much to say on it. It's a small one. Will it be a priority focus? No. Will it go on the smalls wheel? Yes. Oh man. Okay, and then the ornamental carpet was by Zephyr Mood. This is the other one that I bought at the same time. It's ornamental carpet 480 by Zephyr Mood, and this one is in black. And my biggest problem on this one, I was using a needle that was too sharp. As silly as that is, I didn't like it because I was using a sharp needle. So I have learned my lesson, and I was like trying to figure out why it was so, like, you could see the thread through it. The back is not a mess like it looked. It was just the thread jumbled up together. So I think now that I know, and I'll switch needles, maybe I'll get a little bit farther on that. We shall see. Next up is the Little Band Sampler by Susan Aki. They've got a bunch of free bee patterns over on Fat Quarter Shop, and this is one I picked up and started. The colors do not match the cover, so I might just wing it and do whatever colors I want, because that is not what the color looks like at all. Okay, and then I've got Starflower Sampler by Summer Stitch House there, and this is like a purpley gray 16 count, and a lot of it is black work, and so that was one of my 12 by 12 starts. The majority of it actually is black work, and then it's a bunch of like specialty stitches and stuff for the middle. So it's interesting. It's challenging me, which is always good. And I love that fabric, especially with the black. It just looks really good on it. And I think the yellows and oranges and stuff are going to come out as well. All right. Oh, really? You had to go all the way over there? Sorry, guys. I'll just show it since it jumped out at me. So this is Victorian Morning Tree by Night Spirit Studios. And this is where I got to, like, when I started 2025, I think I was like down here, and so I've filled out all of this top up here, and then I started in on the white just earlier today. So that one's coming along really well. It's a nice soothing stitch. There's that one, and it's in this bag that I made to go with my round robin. I sent one also to Jen's Fiber Webs and Justine and Brittany as well. In here is also all of my like little portraits. So I'm just going to go through the paintings one at a time. You've seen them before. I have not touched them. So they're the exact same as they were when we started. So this is Starry Night, irises, The Birth of Venus, Goldfish, and let's be honest, I don't even know if I'm holding them up right. The Kiss. This is the one that started it all because I saw, is it Nicole from STEM X Stitch doing this one when she was doing it on her commute and stuff. This is the Scream. Two Dancers on Stage. The Wave. Girl with a Pearl Earring. And Water Lilies. And my goal with these is to pick one up and monogamously stitch on it until it's done for next year. And so that's why it will go on the spin list. You get to stay up here because I'm actively working on you. Yeah, so it's going to go on the spin for a finish list. Then I've got in here, I also just showed it on my most recent Flosstube, is the Muffins Sal. So the bonuses, don't you dare. Yes, I just yelled at my cross stitch. These are all the bonuses. Those 4 are done. The stitching and back stitching on all of these cupcakes are done. I just need to put beads in. Let's say I did beads on the first 4, so I just have the next, oh, you've got beads too. I don't know what to do with beads for the unicorn, but 7 through 12 need a bead or 2 of some sort. So then that will be done. I'm hoping this one will be done before the end of the year. Like, that's actually, stay out. Also in here is the 2025 stitch along from Creatively Crafting. And I just don't know. It's not as well charted as the 2024. So I don't know. And I keep, like, I've saved all of the releases. And maybe I'll do them at some point because my daughter loves mermaids and stuff. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sold. And if not, then there's a bunch of fabric I can give out or what's the word? I don't know. Fabric that I can reuse. Thank you. Thank you, Brain, for actually coming to the rescue. This is another bag I made when I was getting all like crafty dafty. This is a piece by Cross Stitch Joe. It was actually one of my first pieces that I stitched, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, that was such a good fun stitch. And in here is The Castle by Teresa Wensler. This one I'm doing the full wing conversion that I found. So there's one of like version that has the full wing on it. I'll be doing that. And I'm not even going to take it out of here because it's such a hassle to put back in. This is on a fabric that I painted. There's me in that mixed media. And I painted it so that the bottom half is darker than the top half. So it's like water and then sky. And that's what I've gotten right there is these little stones. Like, that's it. That's all there is. So I started this one with Andrew the Runner Stitcher for the It's Winsler Time Sal, and then like put it aside and haven't touched it just because life things. I also need to find a better way to work on that because every time I do, because it's not color fast, because I used paint, my hands turn blue. So I'll figure something out, but like when I'm done with it, I'm gonna spray it to like shellac it and hang it up and I don't know. I mean, it's fun. It takes a lot for them to turn blue. The next one, I did that cute fox that I sent to Karen from KBH Stitches, and I decided, you know what, I want to do another one, but I want to do it smaller. So I started that, and there's the little guy. It's also on the Osnagard fabric, but it's over 1 instead of over 2. So I've got his little ears and his face coming in right there. Yeah, he's cute. Okay, and then this one has a lot as well. Bring it on out. This has 2 pockets in it, which means I can fit even more whips in it. All right, what do we got here? So this is a 28 count Lugana by Mystic Fabric called Eris. And this is my amazing start on the Lola Crow aviary. Whoops. Yeah. Life happened. So, yes. Next up in this bag is Mushroom Food by Noctiflora, and it was part of the Earth Day collaboration, 2023, I think it was. And that's all I got. So that's on a focus to finish, because that's tiny. Like, come on, it should be done. And then also in here, I've got all 4 salt box, the houses, the salt box houses, whatever they're called. Spring salt box, autumn, blah, blah, blah. And I am stitching these on, I'm currently stitching them on one piece of coffee dyed 40 count linen, but I'm going to be cutting each one off and making it into like a flip, what's it called? One of those like date things that you like flip, turntables, I guess. I can't think of the name of it, but I've got most of the frames done, or started at least. And so my plan, let's see, the first spring one, that one's completely done. So I just need to do the second spring one. So my plan again on here is to just kind of pick one and start it and have at it until it's done. It's a great travel piece. Then I've got Far Better Things, which is by Sweet Wing Studio. I love Sweet Wing Studio. There are so many pieces by her that I want to do. Oh. And then this is as far as I got on this one. This one I started for a friend. So as soon as I finish it, I'm going to fully finish it and pack it off and send it to her. And then probably stitch it again for me because it's such a pretty pattern. So this one's going to be stitched twice because I just love it. Put these back in the main part. One more in here. The Arctic Animals Sal. Arctic Animals Club by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I got the called for, but I got it in 40 count. And that is as far as I got, is just the little caribou, and he's super stinking cute. Again, other things popped up and I didn't get with it. That's honestly all it is. So, okay, that is this set. Let me go get the next pet. Oh, nope. Tried to start it up and Dwight walked in. Nope. Okay, ready for round 3? Ready for round 3? Okay, another bag I made. And in here is the Fox and Rabbit 2025 Sal. And as hard as this is, I am going to finish this round and then I'm going to restart it because I just don't like my colors. I was trying to go willy-nilly and like just have fun with it, and that's fine. I don't know. I'm just not sold on it. So, but I want it done. So I'm going to restart it. I do love how small it is. I love it. So I'm going to go get another piece of, because this is a 64 count. I'm going to go find another fat quarter that I think will go well with it. Probably like a light, like this kind of blue. And then I want to stitch it in like greens and like an actual garden. So that's the plan on that. I love it, but the colors are not really calling to me. So that part is, I'm going to finish that because I want that still in my like journal, my stitchy journal, scrapbook or whatever. Because I want to remember my trials into it. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, we'll see. That's floss just sticking out. Another bag I made. Yeah, just fabric thread hanging out. This is Book Dragon by Needle Lot Designs. This is one I started this year and got so addicted to it. I finished the entire dragon. And now I just need to get the books underneath him done. I love those colors, especially on the blue. Looks so good. So I actually have some of that green book in, so He'll be a focus on finish, because there's no way I'm not finishing him the next time I pick him up. Oh my gosh. So freaking fun. This one, I haven't started yet. This is the upstairs sewing room. Oh, I thought it fell out. By Paula Vaughn. I started this as part of, I think it was Jen from Jen's Fiberweb did the Paula Vaughn along. I think she did it with Stephanie from Cross Stitch the Globe. And so this is on a random piece of 18 count Aida, and I got the dress outlined. And I love this piece, so I'm not going to say what every single stitcher says whenever they go through WIP Parade, but you know what's in my head. I started them for a reason, because I love them. As we all do. Alright, this is a bag that Melissa from Melissa Lakes gave me. I just whacked myself in the nose with a tag. And this has my 3 ornaments in it. So I did 3 ornaments. So whenever I get a magazine, I typically put the list of like, these are the ones I want to stitch on it. So this is the 2023 Christmas, and I have them, let's see, I've got the penguin ornament, and this is where he's at. Cute. And then I've got, they're acting like bookmarks, it's awesome. The what? Reindeer ornament. And this is where he's at. Don't worry, I'll be backing it with some other stuff so you can't see those things. And then where did the lamppost go? Haha, there you are. This is the lamppost ornament. And that's where that one's at. I don't tend to do a lot of smalls, so I was like really pushing myself to get some ornament stitches done. Those will go in my focus on a finished small pattern pile. Okay, next up is It's Time for Halloween. This was by Witch's Garden Crafts. It's a stitch along that was long done, but I dyed this 40 count fabric purple, one of my first dyeing attempts, and then I'm doing the style on that and loving it. It really looks great, especially when you get like the white and stuff that outlines all of the brown. It just, yeah, it looks good. It really looks good in person. I know it kind of washes out a little bit on, or ghosts out a little bit on the camera, but I mean, who knows? It might look better on there because, yeah, it always looks different whenever I go back to like viewing it on my editing app compared to when I'm looking at right now. Like right now, it looks like my entire face is in shadow, and I bet it's not. This is a bag that I made. I made one for Hillary and one for me. I made hers, I think, has green on the inside. This is Candy. We are doing by Whittier Stitches. We're doing this one together. Not actually, I think she might be farther along than me. This I would like to get finished next year, but I don't know what the possibility is on that. I am also doing a conversion, a skin conversion, and this is on, is it 28 count? I think it's 28 count. It's Hemp by Jackson Fabric Arts. It's Jacob's Daughter, and I'm doing the pink conversion with the darker skin as well. And I just love this fabric. It just flows. I talk about it every time. Every single time I pull it out, it's like butter. And people agree with me when they, like, it feels like it's a lotioned fabric. And I don't know if that's just the hemp or what, but like, I could, yes. Anyway, I really enjoy that one. I stitched that one. I stitch most of my things in hand, but that one specifically I do. I don't want to have any like hoop marks or anything on that. Then this bag, I won at the Stitching an Indie group. I believe my friend Rose made it. Gosh, so pretty. She did so well. And in this one is Plum Street's Great Stuff Abound. And I started this one based on a Flosstube by Nest of Petals. She was starting it. And I was like, I have that one. And so I went ahead and pulled it out. And it's on a me dyed, like just tan 36 count fabric, I think. And that's where I'm at. I love houses. I love stitching houses. They're fun. I should do more of them, but I shouldn't because I have so many other things that I'm already doing. So we shall see. This is Disagree by Rebel Stitcher. I started this with my Table 50 crew at StitchCon, and I think like 3 or 4 of them are done, and I am not. This is the pattern. I'm doing a conversion of the words that Spencer made from Stitch and Spencer, and I'm using Blue Steel from Pirate Robin, and it is on, did I take the tag off? I hope not. I try to keep the tags on. Okay, yeah, I kept the tag on. It is on a 30 count espresso Jackson fabric, and I'm doing it over 1, and I'm debating if I want to continue it as over 1, but I like tiny stitches, so I probably will. I just don't want it to be muddled, so we'll see. Again, I just have to get more stitches into it and see what it looks like and decide from there. So I like try to fold it different every time I put it back in so I don't get creases and stuff in it. I have an idea for a project bag that will help prevent that, but we'll see. Then I've got this awesome bag that Erin from Hathaway Stitchers made. She gave each of us one 2 years ago for StitchCon, and I've got a couple things in here, or is it just one? I think it's just one. But I got this at StitchCon, the bag, and then I picked this up at Stitching an Indie one time. It is American Welcome by Plum Street, and I'm stitching this one with all of my color and cotton threads, thanks to Michelle from STL Stitchin over on Instagram. She brought all the stuff that I needed. Didn't have to pay shipping because she was coming out to StitchCon. And it is on a 32 count exemplar linen by Color and Cotton. And this is where I'm at. I love how the blue is looking against the color of this fabric. It turned out so well. I feel like I'm speeding through these, but I think I just didn't have as many in this second round as the first one, just because I had so many in different bags. So, all right, this one, another bag that I made. Look at those gnomes. And then green on the inside. And this is Away We Ride by Blackbird Designs. And I think I'm gonna restart it. So I love the fabric, but again, this is that fabric that is shorter, like less stitches. This, it makes the pattern look longer. I think it's longer this way than it is that way, if that makes sense, like with the stitching. And so I don't want that to like affect the color. I'm going to go through and count it again and see what this one looks like, but I think I want to restart it on a different piece of fabric. And if I do, then I also think I'm going to use the Pirate Robin conversion, because I am just in love with their floss. Thanks to the thread gremlins. I'm addicted. Oh man. Okay. This little itty bitty bag holds Summer Ingredients, which is by a friend of mine. Miss Illusion Stitches on Flosstube. She hasn't been on in a while, but she does have her own Etsy shop. And this one, it's all black work. And this is the one that I'm going to be taking out the pink and doing it just all in red, because I think that'll look great. Because I had this variegated DMC that I was using, and it just, the pink is not showing up very well. And so I'm going to take out, actually, I think I already took out the light pink, and then I'm just going to use like the darker pink up to the red on that one. So it's my little bitty stitch. Sarah's awesome. She's got a wonderful mind for cross stitch and stuff. That'll be my focus on a finished piece. Another bag I made. Inside. And this one, is the main reason I figured out about that fabric. So this is the Halloween sampler by Crochet Go Go. I'm using the Pirate Robin conversion. And this is fabric that I dyed, and I'll show you what I mean as far as it making the pattern look longer. Like, it looks like a scroll and not a sampler. It's still really cool. I'm still gonna finish it, but I'm counting it down as a lesson learned. And I'll only be using this fabric, which I got like 4 yards of. I'll only be using it for smalls because you can't really tell as much in smalls. So fun times. I'm not the only one who's like come up against it. I feel like it was either Audrey from Stitch to Speed or was it Karen? KBH Stitches? Or Ketkin and Lily. One of those three was talking about it. I feel like it was Audrey from Stitch Bead that was talking about it. Okay, another bag I made. This one has velvet. I was getting all crafty dafty with it. This one is the camper kit. It says life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. And this is all on kit fabric, kit floss. Barely started because it was part of the 12 by 12. So, yep. Sometimes that's just how it goes. We're sitting at 13 minutes on this one. I think last one was 45. Not too bad. I will definitely be over an hour. This one is my oldest WIP. It's Dolphin's Domain by Dimensions. And it's a paper pattern. You can tell it's old because it's got the scotch tape on it. But I made a lot of progress in this in 2024, and then I feel like I didn't touch it in 2025. So there's the dolphins coming in. But I've set milestones again on these pieces, and I feel like I'm going to be able to tackle more of them with Milestone Manor and then channeling some Jen the Caffeinated Crafter from 2023. I'm not even going to open this one. Bag I made, and there is the frosted, or the festive frosted pumpkin cottage. Yeah. By Stitchy Witch. Is that right? Stitchy Witch or Witch's Garden Crafts? I think it's Stitchy Witch. Witchy Stitcher. And I'm doing the festive version, not the regular version. So, and that's where I'm at on that. I dyed that fabric as well. So yeah, here's that one. Then another bag that I made. I keep hitting myself with these tags that I put on there. Here's the inside. This one has Marianne Kopp, which I started because the New Hampshire Stitcher was starting this, and I dyed this fabric. It's like almost a mustardy brown. I don't know. It's working really well with the greens. I really like it. And that's as far as I got on that one. It's really pretty, man. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that one I'm doing with all the called fors floss as well. It's funny how, like, when I first started with cross stitch and stuff, I was gung-ho about using whatever fabric possible. But the threads, man, I gotta do the called fors. I gotta do those called fors. And now I'm just like, ooh, I wonder if this will work. I wonder if this will work. This was a Gammy's Treasures bags, I think. And this is Let Love Rain by Teresa Kogut. And I am going to be restarting this one on another piece of fabric with a color conversion, because I started with the 12 by 12. It's pretty. I like the fabric. I like the colors she picked, but then I saw other people's color conversions and I was like, oh, I could switch it up. So I'm gonna switch it up. Another bag I made. This is when I was getting all like crafty dafty with bags. Yes, I'm using that a lot, but like this has a pocket just for like thread. This is white so you can like write on it. I don't have a friction pen, but you can write out with a friction pen like any details or information, and then you just like iron it away when you're done. What are you? Oh, you must be dirt. This has my put a bird on it Sal that I did not keep up with, but I still really love my colors. It's on a 40 count, 1/2, yes. And I love I love the colors and how they're turning out. Teals and then that like pop of yellow. Yeah, one of them is a silk. I think it's this one is a Be Stitch Me silk. The rest are DMC. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, pretty sure that was a ladybug that got stuck in my bag. Ooh. Okay. That's batch 3. Let me go get batch 4. Okay, this is the last batch. If it's not in here, then I've lost it. Okay. We will start with, I want to say this one was from Thread Geeks. It's called the Empress, I believe. I'm stitching this one for a friend. I removed the background because I dyed my own fabric, and that's where I'm at. I've just got her neck going on right there. She's fun. She's gonna be a big girl. Don't know where to put you. Sure. All right. Another bag I made. Oh, you have a lot. Okay. Apparently there's a lot of pieces in this one. Okay, there we go. Tight fit. I made it work though. All right. Wait, are these all... I haven't started this. What? Are these all my 2 starts? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Never mind. These are all ones that I want to start. Not that I have started. How did you get in this set? You need to go over in the kitted box. Because there's like, that's why there's so many in there. Sheesh. Another bag by me. This is Modern Folk Embroideries, No Time Like the Present. I'm doing this one, 1/1 on 36 count. And there it is right there. Itty bitty. Needle still in it. Not a focus. Okay, and then I've got, this one needs a bag. I started Dragon Love by Whatabiz. Nope, wrong one. Ha. Oh, that one's over there. I started the Doctor Who. Does it go this way? No, it goes this way. The Doctor Who silhouette by... Is it Heaven and Earth? No. I don't remember off the top of my head. Who was that one by? I don't know. Anyway, I started the Doctor Who silhouette and I did all that black. So I think this one, I really wanted it to be like super thick. So I'm doing, am I doing full cross? No, I'm doing 2/1 tent stitch. So this first corner, which you can't really tell unless you get really close, I did 1/1 tent stitch. So I need to go back and redo that one. But the rest was 2/1 tent stitch. So we'll see how it looks going forward, but when I zoomed in there, you could really tell that that corner, that first square was 1/1 instead of 2/1. This, one of my favorite Christmas bags, because it reminds me of the dress I made for Lucy. This one is Dragon Love by Whatabiz. And I've got a little bit of her horn coming in right there, I think. This was my first Mary Morgan's hoop. And I liked it, but I don't know. I liked other things too. Like the Nerd hoop was nice. I don't really have any issues with either of them. Regular hoops just don't tend to keep the tension that I want. Like, I like it tight. So even the scroll frames, like, I have issues with those too. So I don't know what the solution is. This one is going to be a restart. This is, wait, is it? Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. This is, see, it's like floppy. This I started when Dame Maggie passed away. She played Professor McGonagall on Harry Potter. And this is Ode to Dame Maggie. And I got a little itty bitty start up here in the corner. I just started with the white just to get it started. So not much on that. But I still want to do it. It's a nice piece. So maybe I'll watch the movies or something and pull it out. Another excuse, or I'll listen to the books and do it. What are you? Oh, this is Boreal Colors by Stitches So Beautiful. I think it's also Ida Rosa. And this I started with Maura. Started this with Maura in my Stitching Syndicate group, and that's all I got. 100 stitches. Looks great. Needs some work. This is Coral Reef, and this is also by Stitches So Beautiful. I don't remember the artist's name. It was like a puzzle group or something. And I started this one for a friend of mine just while she was going through some surgery. I needed something just to think about and remember her, or like think of her with, and she loves turtles, and so I grabbed that. And so far I've just got the blues coming together there, but that's gridded out. That's how big it'll be. Alrighty, this one, another bag by me. Hey, that's where that one is. Sorry, I just found one that I had lost. This is the Cross Stitch Studios 2025 Mystery Sal that I did not keep up with. But I have all the pieces now, so I will stitch it at some point or another. But it's been completed by other people. So you can see it out there. Sorry, I'm speeding up a little bit because I have to go get Lucy in like 20 minutes. This is Fruits of Plenty. This is a 56 count. And I was trying to be all fancy schmancy, and I got Sulky 40 weight to start this on, and now I'm like second guessing it. I don't know. So I've got these two colors, and then I was going to throw a navy in as well. I'm thinking maybe I just throw the navy in with this green and it'll look fine. Because I feel like these are too pastel, especially if they're going to be on white. And I really like the green blue combo. So this one is in limbo because I'm still thinking about it. I have such decision paralysis when it comes to projects. And I don't know like what each one should be. It was the same problem with the Fox and Rabbit 2025 Sal, because I was like, man, I really want it to be perfect. I don't know if it's going to be perfect if it's not the right colors. And yeah, it's my brain. My brain thinks it's not going to be perfect unless it's the best colors on the face of the earth. Anyway, next one is Afternoon Tea by Randall Spangler, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and this is where I'm at on this one. I started it as part of the Dragon Sal. Is that a Miss Stitch? Oh, I think it's a color I haven't started yet. And I was attempting to do some parking and seeing how that was working, and I think I'll continue with it once I get that Miss Stitch up there. I don't know what color that is. That's weird. But I started this as part of the Year of the Dragon Sal with Samantha and Erica, Hugo Stitcher, and Fibers and Floss Canada. And was further motivated by Stitch and Big Things with Hallie, because she finished Cookie Fairy, I think it was. Alright, there's a lot in here. Let's see what these are. Oh yeah. That's the big bag. Let go of my fabric. Thank you. All right, what do we got? This is Celebu Santa by Cross Stitch Joe. I started this one with Michelle Chinook Crafter to support Joelle. And it was part of a Stitch Santa in July, like Christmas in July piece. This is Black Needle Society Schoolhouse Rock. They did this as part of a fundraiser, and I'm always willing to donate for a good cause, and I, you know, not finished it at all, but got a good portion in the middle coming out. Try to fold it different so it doesn't get the creases. Another Black Needle Society one was the Magic School Bus. Again, donation, Sal. So we donated to that, and I've got that lizard in. Man, that lizard is a lot of work. Whew. He annoys me. We'll get there, but he annoys me. Then I've got Lola Crow, the greenhouse, and I'm really close to finishing this one. It needs to be done this year. Green fabric that I dyed, and I love how it's looking. I just, there's all these different parts that I think I've added like as milestones to try to finish. So, and then this next one is also Lola Crow. It's the Haunted or Deadly Aquarium, also fabric that I dyed. This one though is a 18 count Ada. Frame is done. I just need to get the next bits in. A couple seagulls at the top are not done, but yeah. And then this was a 12 by 12 start. It's what's it called? It was another stitch along, or like the collaborative cross stitch collaboration. It's like Worthy or something Worthy. It's by Michelle Bendy Stitchy. Criminy. Shows how well this was on my mind. Anyway, that's the start I got. It was 12 by 12. I know it's Bendy Stitchy, but I don't remember the name of the piece. Sheesh. This was the Earth Day collaboration. This was the bees. May the forest be with you. Forest be with you. And this is another 64 count cotton. And originally I didn't like that yellow, but it's growing on me. I think I said that the last time I pulled it out. Then I've got, what are you? This is the Needle Lot Stitch Along, the Secret Grove. I did not get very far, but I dyed this fabric. It's pretty. So there's that. I got pretty fabric. Ooh, and then I've got Silver Bells by Lindy Stitches. I started this one as part of a prompt, and I got Bells. There's that one. And then next I've got Pray For Me, I'm Bitter, which I thought was done, and then noticed other leaves and stuff that I hadn't finished, but I don't know. I'm still, this is one I did grapefruit instead of the salt, because grapefruit was more bitter than salt in my mind. I still think I might just be done with it. We'll find out. Okay, put this big stack back in this bag. This was a test bag that did not turn out like at all. I was trying to do gussets and stuff, but it still functions as a bag, so I still use it. Only got like a couple left. This is the Tea Goddess by Tiny Modernist. I feel like I started this with, was it with Kenny Stitches, I think? What's the fabric I pulled out? This is Cunning Crawford by Those Missing Stitches. It's a 36 count. Love this color. Ugh, if I could have like 16 yards of this, I would. And just got a little start right there. It really brings out the blues and yellows and stuff. It's very pretty. Very pretty fabric. Oh, so soft. All right, what is this one? This is the KitchenAids, Assembling the KitchenAids by Ink Circles, and I put this on a Fabric of the Month, September 2025. It's 28 count Monaco. It's called Parchment by Mystic Fabrics, and that's my little start there. I think we had a prompt for like doing something with kitchen utensils, and so I pulled that out, and it's a little bit yellowy, and it was a good piece of fabric for it. So there's a piece that I know exists that I think I might have lost because I don't know where it is. This is a kit that I got off the freebie table. It's a Janlin kit. What's it called? Love Is. Right there. It's funny because I've seen it in the store repeatedly, and then just like never got it. And then I was on the freebie table and I was like, yes, please. So I went ahead and started that on Kit Fabrics and everything. Pretty colors. It's a like the color combo is very pretty. I did take all the colors out and put them on this wooden floss drop bar that my husband made. It works better than the paper. Yeah, so I'm not even going to show this because I'm going to restart it. This is Dilemma. It goes with my my syndicate. We were stitching Dilemma together and I didn't like my colors, so I'm going to be restarting it. Same fabric, but the colors just don't look good. So that one's going to be a restart at some point. Well, there's one small piece that I can't show you because it's a gift for somebody, but other than that, that is all of my stitching. It's every WIP that I have. I'll put a count down below, like right here, of how many WIPs that is, and my plans will involve figuring out where I want that number to be at the end of the year. So hope you had fun. I'm gonna wrap up quick because this is a WIP parade. It's already long and I know you need to go to your next one. So thanks for joining me, and we will see you next time. Laters.